Hello VR addicts, welcome to my channel. I am Paolo Trianni and today we're going to have a look at the Kiwi knuckle straps, and a lot of other companies make this as well. Clive at the moment is actually using the Quest without them, so yeah. Oh, jeez, Clyde, man. Seriously, oh no, I got a bruise now, Clyde. Jesus, this is exactly why we need these knuckle straps. Pretty sure you might have seen these before, and these are the Kiwi knuckle straps, and they're not the only company that makes these though. I've seen Newsreel, AMVR and Iglo make them as well. So there's quite a few probably Chinese companies out there that probably make these straps, and they're very basic and quite simple, but they work very well at the moment. I can definitely recommend them. People wear them a little bit differently though. As you notice, I've got it strapped the way they suggest strapping it, which is here around the controller, and some people have it strapped on the ring. Now I find that this might be because most people prefer it on the ring, is because I have actually got quite small hands. They're about average size for a male. Most males have bigger hands than me. So, you know, if you've got bigger hands, maybe you need it on the ring. If you've got small hands, maybe it's best here. I kind of found when I had it on the ring, I could still use it, but it was harder to get to the thumbstick, and I want no restrictions to get into the buttons, whatever at all. In fact, it was so hard to get into the thumbstick, it felt a bit like the index, which might be the reason why the index ones are a little hard to get to the thumbstick, because, yeah, maybe, you know, you have to keep fiddling around with the knuckle straps. The index, I'd say these are more comfortable than the index, and I don't know how you can say that, because it's obviously just very cheap. It's just a Velcro strap with a rubber band on it, and that is just simple. And the index ones is just this lovely, like sock feeling around it that's really nice. But the only problem I noticed with that is that it kind of chafes a little bit as well. And I'm very easy to chafe in, and because there's many different types of knuckle controllers for the Rift S and the Quest out there. And this is one of them here, which straps around your controller. The strap part is fine, but you see this you only get this little elastic thing that goes around your hand, and at first it's fine, but after, you know, an hour or two of gaming, this chafes me, so I don't really like that very much. Where this one kind of doesn't, because this is just plastic, or kind of like a sort of leatherette feeling that touches your skin, and that's all there is. And that leatherette feeling is just, it's always nice, and you can wear this kind of really loose as well, and it will stay on. It will always stay on. And I think this is definitely the best I've had so far. And I don't like rubber on my controllers, because I've got small hands as well. I don't want to really make these any bigger than they are, because these kind of fit me just kind of right, if I'm going to be honest with you, like the CV1s did. They weren't too small for me, because I've got kind of like medium-sized hands. And to answer your question, yes, it looks big in my hands. Don't it? I was going on about these controllers. What was you thinking of? You dirty son of a bitch. So anyway, I've been using these for quite some time, and I didn't get these for free. I actually bought these because I was curious. Somebody mentioned it in a Discord, and I thought I'd pick up a pair. So I've had these for quite a while, and I played Half-Life Alyx with them. I've played pretty much every game you've seen on my channel for like the last month or so, probably even beyond that. And yeah, I've not noticed them there. I've noticed that I can let go and just relax my hands a lot more easier. It's quicker than putting the original straps on, where you have to sit and put it over your hands and then just to be sure. And because that's just that little bit too much work, you'll notice a lot of people with the Quest or the Rift S never probably used them at all. They probably just took the risk and didn't use them at all, and then now and then the controllers went flying, and you get what Clyde did to me just a second ago, and it will probably hit somebody or hit the wall, and you'll probably break the ring, or, you know, you'll damage your controllers. Where with these ones, it's just, it's quicker even than the index, because the index ones I've got tighter. It depends on how tight you've got it, obviously, but I kind of feel you don't need it tight at all. You can have it really loose. You know, you can have it so loose that it's, you know, I could say a centimetre there. I don't know what you would say that in inches, but maybe about half an inch or something nearly. Not quite. So 1/4, 1/2, 1/2. Yeah, so 1/3. That'd probably be precise. Yeah, 1/3. So yeah, I like them. I didn't think I was going to like them. I was honestly going to actually think I was going to be making this review on them and say why I don't like them. Now the materials are, like I said, very simple. I don't know if they will last forever, but I can tell you that the strap will last a very good long while. The Velcro is really good, and the rubber band is very good. But where it attaches from the leverette strap to the rubber band looks tiny little bit small. And over time, I think that will be the weak point if it ever does break. Mine looks great. It doesn't look like it's wearing or tearing. So clearly you're gonna have a few good years, I would say, with these, if that was gonna be the weakness. I don't think anything else is gonna be a problem. Now, the other problem is it's not as easy to set up as something like the Index or as the cheap ones I had down there that I just showed you a second ago. These ones have got this kind of like little band thing. It makes it quite easy to set up. If you can see, it's got a little kind of clip, so you can, you know, strengthen it or not, and it's also elastic, so it's always kind of the right size anyway. And other ones I've seen are kind of like that, like the Momo ones or whatever they call them, are quite easy, but these ones are a little bit more difficult because they're Velcro. So when you got the Velcro off, you know, I'm going to do this right now. You're going to have to kind of put it where your hand is, and then you have to bring it across, and then you kind of got a little bit of fiddling going on. Then you have to Velcro strap it, and then suddenly you'll think, oh my God, that's a little too loose. Come off again, and then you're like, Velcro strap will go flying off again, and then you got to put it back on again, and then you think, oh no, that's about right, but that might be a little bit too tight, but that's about right. Yeah, so it's just a little bit more finicky work there to be done than you would normally do with other knuckle straps. But it's not a hassle. It might need two hands, and if you've got one hand already in it, it just means you might need somebody else to help you out. Not a big problem. You can do it yourself. It just takes sometimes a little finicky work. Having the elastic here sometimes obstructs the Oculus buttons and the Windows kind of like button down below, but it's not the end of the world. I've pressed them quite easily and not suddenly thought, oh, this thing's got in the way, you know. I've still managed to get to it. If you've got it on the, obviously on the ring, it's not going to be a problem whatsoever at all. And the great thing about this is you can still get to the battery fairly easy. Not super easy, it depends on where you have your rubber band again. If you have your rubber band on the ring, it's going to be very easy. If you have your rubber band where I have it, it slightly goes over the door of the battery, but if you slide the door off, it just slides off, and then you just got to finically put it back in a little bit there, and it's perfectly fine. And as you fully well know, these batteries can last quite a long while anyway, so not a problem there realistically. And I've constantly done this, and I am finding out I do this a lot more than I do with these than I do when I'm on my Index, because I don't know, Index is just, I don't know. It might be because of Half-Life crushing a can kind of thing, where I just want my hands shut all the time and crushing that can. That is such pleasurable on the Index. Like, nothing can beat the Index for crushing a can. The controllers are just amazing for that. So let's hope they do something with these, upgrade these in that kind of fashion in the future, because I think that's definitely, yeah, Oculus, don't just put finger tracking in there. Also do that crushing can kind of pressure button. That would be fantastic. So yes, I do recommend these. Obviously, you've got the choice between the Kiwi and the newsreel and the MVR and the AMVR, should I say, and the Igloos and all the other ones out there. The ones I'm actually wearing right now are actually completely unbranded from eBay, because they were the cheapest I could find. So I have got the cheapest ones I could find, and they are identical to all those other company ones. And yeah, so God knows who made these ones. But yeah, I'd say they're identical and they're exactly the same. They work really well. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I got them. They're not super cheap, but they're a lot cheaper than, say, the Mammut ones, which are very expensive, which have had an upgrade recently, if you haven't noticed, so check them out. I can't test those because I was never given a pair, and I don't really want to pay the shipping to the UK because that's a lot of money. But I'm sure that they're quite comfortable as well. But I got to say that these, having nothing on your actual controllers is actually quite nice. You can actually feel how great these controllers are. You can feel, I would say these are definitely one of my favorite controllers out of all VR headsets. And I've also noticed that this, I'm still having a problem with my left controller. There's a little light on, meaning that the battery's draining unnecessarily on this one, and I can push the buttons on this and this light's not coming on, but this light's already on, so I might want to just remove the battery a little bit from the compartment. And if you ever wonder what I actually do, I just kind of pull this up, and then what I do is I grab the battery inside and then I just pull it away like that. So now the light's not on anymore, and I don't know if you could see it anyway, but the light is not on anymore, and that is not draining the battery unnecessarily. So the verdict on these, not much you can really talk about with knuckle controllers, is there? They just do the job or they don't do the job. But they are definitely my favorite ones, and I'll see if I can put a link to a few down below, and then you can sort of buy them if you're interested in getting ones yourself. But I definitely, out of all the ones I've tested a lot, and I don't know where most of them all gone, but there is quite a lot of them hanging around here, and even the kids didn't even want to go back to some of them. But these new Kiwi kind of type ones that you've just seen are literally the best ones I've tried so far, and they are absolutely amazing. So I definitely would recommend them. So if you like this video, please give me a like and also subscribe, because it goes straight to the heart. Hit that bell button if you want to watch more VR content like this one. Also, leave a comment on what you've seen today and your general opinions on these knuckle type knockoffs, should I say. Yeah, thank you for watching. I love you long time, and ciao.